NES Classic. Here it is. I've recently read that there's a hack for it. At the moment, I haven't hacked it. I wanted to run through in real time, from start to finish, what it entails to hack it. So I've done a little bit of reading up, but not much. I've heard it's as easy as jailbreaking a phone or something like that. So if you're not aware, the system is an emulated system through Linux. It's probably the best kind of like emulator you can get, because it's obviously official, but at the end of the day it does use emulation, and because it's a Linux based system, someone in Japan has hacked the system. So the first thing we need to do is set up a driver, so I can plug the USB from this Nintendo into my computer. So I'm going to do that as step one. As a prerequisite, you need to have Microsoft 3.1 framework installed. Most of the time it's installed, so if you get a problem, then you might have to make your way to this website here and download Microsoft.NET Framework 3.5 or better. Okay, so I've done a quick look on the internet, just did a quick search for NES hack. It's taken me to GBA temp, and it's given me a very simple use mini tool. I went on to Eurasia, which is quite a good news source for emulation. I quite often go on there. That's where I found out about this, because I often go onto this website just to keep abreast of everything. And that's given me a link to Max Console, and in Max Console it's given me the links and everything I need for the drivers. So without further ado, let's download the driver. So I'm pretty sure it's this top one, and hopefully any issues that I come across you might come across yourself. So that's why I want to do it in real time, and then see if we can go through the problems that one might have. So what I'm trying to do is do it in such a way that I should be able to overcome some of the technical issues that you may come across. So I'm not trying to, I may make mistakes as well. So, but the thing is, I'm not trying to make anybody who's into IT suck eggs or anything like that. So please be wary of that. If if you're into IT, you're going to come across things that you already know about. Right. So. Image builder. No, we don't want that. I downloaded it or not? No, I don't think I have. Pre-built. Here we go. Click on that. Now, obviously, the warning is it's highly experimental at this stage. So I'm downloading Sonexy tools. I think that's it. Right. So first of all, I haven't got a program that opens that. So I've already come up to a nice brick wall. Let's try this link, see what that does. So it's the first time I've come across this fail mode, boot, USB cable, kind of like, it seems like it's something that I need to install. And I'm normally a Mac user as well, so it's not available on Mac at all, the software. So. Not getting far at the moment. So going back to the instructions, let's have a quick look on here. Okay, go here, and install the driver with Zandig. So let's have a look at Zadig. We'll do a little search for Zadig. Don't know what I'm doing here. Zadig. USB driver installation made easy. Boom. Here we go. So download for Windows XP. I want Vista or later. There we go. Opening that. Go back to my instructions again. Go here and get USB using Synix file. So I still need yes. Would you like to check for online updates? Oh, why not? Yes. Okay. Now, I don't know if I press that or whether or not I need to find a driver. So it says no devices found at this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just download the Linux Synix file USB from this link here. So do that. And it's giving me instructions here. Zandig to the rescue. Doesn't make it clear how to download it, does it? Issues, releases 7. I think that might be it. Latest release 1.4. Downloads, source code zip. Right, I've got a zip. Yeah, lovely. I'm still no closer. So there's no kind of like so at the moment we're still trying to get the driver issue sorted. And it is very tempting just to pause right now, but like I say, I want to do it in real time so that you guys can see exactly what I go through to try to do this. Okay, so in Zandig, I wonder if I can open something. Install driver. Click on that. Yeah, why not? Install. Installing, please wait. Installation can take some time. So I'm just going to read some of these instructions here. Install the tools. I think that might be it, you know. I think I'll just install it. We'll just give it a go. It says the driver's been installed successfully. I don't think I've got anything to lose by plugging it in. So, in the background, just with the joystick here, press the home button. That's the NES. So I'm going to unplug it now. I'm going to get it into fail mode, which apparently if I keep my finger on the reset button and then press the power button, I think. So I'm plugging it in via USB. Keep my finger on the power button and then, on the reset button and then press power. I'm hoping, installing device driver down here. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at the device status. Now, funny enough, on here, Zadig says it's an unknown device. Okay. Driver none, it says. Driver installation is deemed safe. I wonder if I press install driver now, or whether or not I have to change the device name. Really don't know what I'm doing. Driver installation deemed safe. Install driver. Driver installation failed. Edit device name. Options. Device. Create new device. No. Do a preset device. I wonder. Have a look at my downloads. This is more testing than what I thought it would be. It's meant to be easy. Apparently there's a driver and I downloaded it, I'm sure of it. Right, go back to the instructions. Go here, install Right, I'm going to go to the next stage and find out exactly what this says here at GitHub. This must be really boring to watch. Right. So that's Hakchi2. It's always worth having a look at so I'm downloading Hakchi. Let's find out what this does. Rocking the table a bit there. So, I'm kind of like not sure if it's done the drive of it at all, so I've just decided to go with it and see if I can run it. See what happens. Knock knock, it says. I don't know what knock knock means. Again, sometimes it's worth having a look at the notes. If there were any. Grab the tool, dump U-boot and the kernel from your NES, and this should have like a MD5 number. So go back here, so dump U-boot. Okay, USB failed device not found. So I'm guessing. I'm going to guess now that I haven't got it running properly. Install driver. Ooh, I think I might have done it. I've gone back to Zandig and I've just installed WCID driver, and I don't know if that's right either. Installation can take some time. Okay, driver installed successfully. Still an unknown device. Create new device. There's 4 devices. Right. Go back to the instructions again. Grab the tool from here. No, right. Okay, so it says go here. Go here. Pre-built. Let's go pre-built. We have something. Open. 7Z. I need something to open 7Z. So there must be another prerequisite. 7Z files. That's a kind of zip file, I think, so we'll go with that. I thought WinRAR did it. So prerequisites at the moment is definitely you need something that's going to open 7 zip files. Installed. Right. Okay. Where are we? My downloads. Opening. Open archive. Okay, got it. Let's extract. So that was the problem, I wasn't extracting the download. Extract it all. There it is. Extract files to there. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Clear as mud. There's a readme. Can't read the readme because it's a .md file. Let's just open. Select program. Let's do it as a text file. See what happens. Notepad. Open. Oh, that makes no sense to me. Don't know what that did. Nothing's helping me. This readme. Right. Kind of getting to the point where I want to give up. So patience is a virtue, I think. So there must be something I'm missing here. I must be able to load up a driver for this unknown device. Device options, advanced mode. Let's do that. Under Windows, unlike Linux, every USB is an accessible error. Undo to the rescue. Fortunately, there's a convenient way for a USB driver setup. Get your copy from here. Before launching it, make sure all Windows devices connected to the in fail mode. Right. So let's exit that. Close. Let's go back into Zandig. I've already run it, so it must be installed. Zandig. No, okay. Zandig. Yes. Okay, so. Before running it, get it into fail mode, FEL mode, whatever you want to call it. Make sure it says Win USB. Win USB, yeah. It says unknown device. Initially, the Zadig utility only present in a single unknown device one. If it happens to actually list multiple devices, make sure you pick the correct one. Right, let's carry on reading. Tick the box, edit. Boom. Edit. On the right hand side, and enter a more descriptive USB ID in question. So I'm just going to put NES. Done. Select the desired USB driver. This depends on whether the execution names. If in doubt, select Win USB. Yeah, generic driver available. Click Install driver. Right. Can't be like that, can it? Install. So it's installing driver. Install. Installing driver. I'm pretty sure I did that before, but maybe I left it as unknown device. I really hope that was as easy as that. Okay, install successful. Right, so going back to the Hakchi, let's press dump. Uploading. So it's quite simple in the end. I just wasn't following the instructions. So Zadig, you need to tick the box. I didn't have to load anything else in. So while it's doing that, I'm just going to go back and read the instructions. So I press dump U-boot and kernel from your NES. U-boot should have if it's not, unsafe to continue. Also confirm to work. Prepare the ROMs with a shell from this place here, but I think there's a newer version of that now, which is this Hakchi2. So I'm going to download that while I'm waiting. So that's downloading nicely, and I'm gonna try to put on because there's a limit apparently of 97 ROMs that you can put onto the Classic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put a multi-ROM on, which has got like 80 games on or something like that, and I'm going to put on another ROM. So we're going to have a look at see whether or not either of those will work, and we'll try it out straight away. Hopefully this is going to be speeding up a bit now. Okay. Read. I got an error. Something timed out. It's okay. I'm gonna probably start the Hakchi GUI again. GUI obviously stands for Graphical User Interface, for you non-technical people. And operation timed out. Recovery. Okay, so that didn't work. So I'm just going to go back in to Hakchi GUI. Okay, cancel that. Go into my downloads. Hakchi GUI. Run. Yes. Knock knock. Again, that's not doesn't really say a lot, does it? Dump you, but flash physical read. Got a physical read. Fast boot test. Ah, that seems better. Okay. Dump you boot. Okay. So going back to the instructions again, you should get I think it doesn't say MD5, but I did. Yeah, okay, I think that. So the next stage is dump a kernel. Dump kernel image. Where's it putting it, I wonder? So let's have a quick look while we're waiting for that to dump, because I'm thinking it's going to dump okay. I'm going to go into that folder here, and it says dump. I'm presuming there's a U. Yeah, okay, so looking at the time, that was 1 minute ago. So it looks like I've got the U boot dump, and if I leave it on this screen, I'm going to expect a dump of the kernel, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So the kernel's appeared now. So we've got a kernel dump and we've got a boot dump. So I would say we're safe to go now. Unpack kernel image. I'm guessing that's the next one. Okay. Rebuild kernel. 17 files copied. And flash kernel. Work do okay. I don't know what memboot means, so I'm just going to go over. Do a memboot. This will shut down and switch it into fail mode again. Right. Flash the kernel. To do this only once. There's no need to do it again. So I've done it once, that's it. So I'm going to go to my download of Hakchi2. Downloads. Hakchi2. Hoping to get this Hakchi2 going. So this is Hakchi GUI. Open. Hakchi2. I'm really confused now. I thought it just. I don't know what memboot is. Place the ROMs inside. Actually transfer routes. So I need the pimp tool. That's a bit. Very simple to use, apparently. Hakchi2, Hakchi2, we go, one. So I've got my 30 original games here, and I can add more games. I think I can just drag and drop, so let's just try the drag and drop first. And again, sorry if this is really boring. I'm running out of battery, by the way, as well, so I didn't expect this video to last this long. So I've got, on my desktop, I've got NES ROMs here. I've got my 76 and 1, so let's try dragging that in and see what happens. No. Let's try adding. Add more games. Okay, desktop. NES ROMs. 76 and 1. Okay. It's telling me that it probably won't start. Do I want to add it anyway? So I'm going to say yes. It's worth a test. And then I'm just going to add another game. I don't know. Let's go with Bionic Commando. Again, I can't drag it and drop it, I don't think. So I'm going to go with File, Add, More Games. And I'm going to just see if we can add multiple ones. No, it's just one at a time. So let's just add Bionic Commando. Right, no error that time. So it's Bionic Commando, I think it's 1 player. 76 and 1 is 2 player. I think some of them may be 2 player simultaneously. So I've got data release, I can change that, I can change publisher and all that, I can look for pictures and all that. So Bionic Commando, I'm going to put a picture on that, so I'm going to Google that one. Okay. I've got different sizes here. So I've got one. 76 and 1, let's browse, have a look. You never know, so see what it comes up with. 76 and 1, there we go. It looks a bit like that, so that's fine. Synchronized games, so selected it. First of all, you need to dump the kernel, you need to do it only once. Do you want to continue? No kernel dump found. Now I have dumped my kernel. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Dump the kernel. Do you want to dump the kernel? Yes. I could have started here. I might have to put the kernel in manually. I'm just going to check if we're still recording here, because the battery might run out. Recording. That's good to know. Right. Okay, so I am going to find the kernel from this folder, because I've definitely got my kernel. I'm going to put it into the other folder. So there's my there's those dumps. See, right. Downloads, Hakchi2, mods, games, config, tools, but where's drivers, mods. Modded. So it doesn't tell me where to put the kernel. I've definitely got the kernel in there, and I don't know what memflash is, so I've just got to go back online and just have a look, because I might have to just press that. Right, I need to do memflash. No. Memboot. So kind of winged it a bit. I may have made mistakes along the way. We're about to find out, I think, in a minute. I just feel like I might need to just turn it on, feel happier that it's alright. Okay, got a memboot OK message. I'm just going to go back to here and just see if synchronise. Synchronise, you want to do it? Yes. Well, make sure I do the following steps. I don't seem to have. Got my kernel. Dump kernel. Do you want to dump kernel? Yes. Oh. So I think I use two different old versions. So I think Hakchi2 is the one to go with. Just press shutdown and see what happens. Error or whatever USB flow is not found. Okay. Let's turn it off again. Where's that? Are we on? ROM. Kernel, dump kernel. So I don't know if I should have dumped the kernel then, but I mean the most important thing is probably to back up your kernel. Just going back from my Xbox 360 days when you used to flash the DVD drive, it's best to always keep your original. So email it to yourself or something like that, keep the original dump. They're probably unique to each machine. I'm hoping I can just press synchronize now. Done. Synchronize. Okay, so it's flashing the kernel again and it's hopefully putting these games on. Fingers crossed that when this is done, we can have a look, see if this 76 in 1 game works before the battery runs out. And we'll at least be able to see Bionic Commando up there. I'm fairly certain that will work. So I think the future of this would be that, yeah, you will be able to put every single game on. At the moment, the limitation is because of the user interface. So I think if anybody modifies the user interface for the NES Classic or NES Classic, then you should be able to run over overnight 7 games, i.e. the whole lot. There may even be a way where they could put it in alphabetical order, or maybe a list, you know, your top or genre or whatever, you know, there may be like an A to Z way of doing it. Someone's bound to come up with that. I actually like the user interface as it is, and I would probably just stick with like having a small gaming collection, so the ones that mean something to me, because I think having too many games is overkill, and then actually you end up using the machine less because you just don't know where to start. Anyway, I'm all done. Games from there, press OK to continue. It's uploading my games, building a custom kernel image again. It says press OK to continue. It didn't say turn it off or anything. I'm guessing that it's going to be good very soon. I like to do videos raw. I like to kind of like, hopefully you guys can forward through the bits. Maybe some of it was useful, some of it was useless. I'm sure a lot of what I've said and done is kind of like useless, but at the end of the day, this was my journey hacking the NES. And you know, I'm still a little bit worried that it won't work, but I'm getting everything on the screen saying it's all good. Okay, done. Wait until the LED goes out on and restart the NES Mini. Okay. So I've got no LEDs on here. I can't, there isn't restart, I'll just unpower it. I'm going to take the USB out, put it into my amp, power it up, cross my fingers, grab a control. We've definitely got someone on screen, that's a winner. Okay, so I'm going along. Okay. This is my multi-cart, and it just says in his name, but let's see if it runs. Okay, so it says it's saying there's a suspend point, that's the problem. I don't think this is going to work. The suspend point is not usable. Please delete the suspend point from the suspend point list. Very strange. Okay. Talking about suspend points, yeah, my old suspend points are there. But where's Bionic Commando? Bionic Commando's there. Okay, I did it. So the multi-cart didn't work, it wouldn't let you save, so therefore it wouldn't load. But the original ROM, I've got some kind of glitch here. Oh. Let's oh, it's not a glitch, it's the gun. I've played this game for years. Right, I don't like this controller, but I only use it because it's got a home button. It normally goes on as player 1 as well. There we go. Okay, so the battery ran out. I've managed to install some games. I was getting a C6 or C8 error or something. I think it's C8 error. And I think that was the ROMs that I was trying. So there was a couple of ROMs that didn't work properly, but then basically I put on I think 95 games, and the problem being is that I got to a certain number and then I started getting these errors, and then the only way I could get rid of not having the errors was to take all the games off and then put them all back on again, selecting the ones that I wanted. So if you do get an error, then that's the way to clear it. And yeah, I'm fairly delighted. I just wanted to run through a few things. When it plays the demo, it only ever selects the pre-installed ones, of course, because the demos are preloaded as a part of the software, I think. So that's interesting. And the next thing, I suppose, would be I would have a look at, you know, you can certainly get your saves up. So there's a save here for Jackal, which obviously is a 2-player simultaneous, but I couldn't be bothered to look up which ones were 1 or 2 player. So they all say one player. Kari Warriors, one player, but obviously it's two player at the same time. I did do it on some of them. So if we go to, say, Bomberman, if I can find it. So I've got quite a lot of games on here, you can see that. So here we go, 2-player, Gauntlet. Obviously I need, well, it's 4-player actually, but the 4-play tap is never going to work on this system. There's only 2 connectors, so you can only ever fit in 2. Yeah, so I'm delighted that I've got the system. I'm still happy that I've got the NES HDMI conversion happening, and for HD, because I think having the full-size system with an EverDrive is, like, for me, the ultimate. Also I've got some 8-bit do controllers, wireless controllers to go with it. I just think overall that is going to be the deluxe kind of like package. However, perhaps overpriced considering that this will do it all, but you have to just limit the load. However, that's probably going to change. I've been keeping an eye on it, and you know earlier in the video where I was trying to drag and drop, that's now possible. So they're constantly updating that software, and in a minute I think they'll update this so that you can probably have 2 rows of artwork here, or they'll change it somehow. There'll be a change, and you'll probably be unlimited to how many you put on without getting the errors. So expect more development. If there's something significant, a big development, then I'll probably do another video, so please subscribe. Yeah, so let's have a look. This is, oh, something to mention as well, don't use PAL games, because the PAL system is 60 Hz, so that's going to run, either is it going to run slower or faster? Yeah, it's going to run faster, so it'll be too fast to play. So stick to US ROMs, Japanese ROMs, any of the NTFS. No, that's a file system. NTSC. Sorry. It's, you know, I don't use that very often anymore. Used to use it all the time. PAL and NTSC. Now I'm all NTFS and FS Plus and things like that. So interested. That I don't use that saying very often now. A lot of this is just for nostalgia reasons. Some of them aren't really, I would say, that playable. But if you've never seen Parodius, I recommend that. If you're a fan of like Nemesis / Gradius, it was bigger in Japan, I think. Probably it was bigger in the European market as well. I don't think it was very big in America, so yeah, it's a bit of a quirky kind of like. I didn't even know it was out on the NES. I knew it was out on the Super Nintendo or SNES or Super NES, depending on where you're from and how you like to say it. Tomato, tomato, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I recommend that one. That's a bit of a different one. And what else do I recommend? A little shot at, well, Bomberman, great for 2-player game. Obviously be better 4-player. Battletoads, good 2-player action, a little bit of fun, perhaps. And I'm a big fan of a nice rare game. I'll call it rare. If I can find it, yeah. RC Pro-Am. Now, I think I prefer the original. Second one is just, I think it's maybe 4-player, more happy with 4 players, but I think the original is very good. In actual fact, I'm just going to show you that I believe that the graphics on the older game is better. So I'm just running this with pixel perfect mode. So the original. And now I'm going to go back to the to number 2, and I think that there's years apart, what, probably 4 years difference, maybe 5 years difference. And I think the graphics on this was awful in comparison. I was really found it like really blocky. I don't know if it's pixel perfect mode or something. Maybe that's the issue. Anyway, so all these issues that I had have gone away. However, I still have one bugbear, one ROM, and I don't know, I haven't actually tested to find out whether or not it's a ROM issue, but I'll show you the glitch that I'm having. So on Battletoads, sorry, I've got to go back to the screen because I've saved it where it was. So I've got a save point here. So I'm going to load this one up. And this is, I've tried it in 1-player mode and 2-player mode. So this is level 2, I think, level 2, yeah. So this may get a bit boring, and I can't hit these, right. So it basically freezes, there you go. Sometimes this goes down here, but there's a glitch there. Don't know if it's the ROM pack that I have, or there's an issue with this particular game on this system. I think it may well be a RAM issue, because this particular game is one of the largest, most complicated games that's on the NES or the NES. So I think that might be the reason. But basically there's nothing you can do. All you can do is go back to the screen. And you can save that if you wish, but it does that a different way at different times. So I'm going to do it again, just for another demonstration, because I like to find out how things go wrong, you know, and it's not always the same point in the game. I like this. It's like a bit like Spider-Man kind of thing. You can go down and up. 2 player at the same time, but then there you go, with the bar halfway through the middle. So very strange one. Anyway, overall, the NES Classic as a system, a nostalgic factor. Not all the games are that playable, I wouldn't say. Certainly some of them are challenging, and I would say overall it's worth having the system just to see a little bit of the history of games, and it's certainly, you know, we're all used to kind of like the modern kind of like handheld gaming now on iPhones and Android and things like that, but the fact is that those games are nowadays 10-20 seconds, a couple minutes maybe here and there. These games are very different. They were made when someone saved up a lot of money to buy one game, and that game really used to last them quite a lot of time. So you used to, you know, a lot of us of this generation invested a lot of time playing some of these games, and I think the return that you got was good. I think you got a lot of satisfaction from playing some of these games. So what happens is that you get younger people who come and play these games and that's too hard, or they just give up very quickly, because of course gaming has changed. You know, you invest a lot of time in it because it costs you a lot of money to buy, and you knew it was good maybe because of the magazine review and things like that, who also must have invested a lot of time trying to get to the end of the game, some of which are very, very hard to play. Yeah, so without further ado, and I know this has been a long video, I was thinking about splitting it into 2, maybe making this a different section, but I think probably tag it on to the end. And anybody who's who's watched it all the way through, big thumbs up. I'm sorry it's been so long, but I wanted to give you that real-time thing, and I thought chuck this on the end just to give you a little bit of an update. Okay, anyway, peace out, and please subscribe, like the video, dislike it if you really don't like me, but you know, if you want to encourage me to make more videos, please like it. Yeah, okay, cheers, bye bye.